Hello friends, Maroli Edutech brings you the second video in the quiz series. In this episode we are dealing with questions and answers on space exploration. Come on, let's start our journey.
What is the universe?
The universe includes all of space, and all the matter and energy that space contains. The Sun is one among hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy, and most of those stars have their own planets, known as exoplanets. To date, more than 5,000 exoplanets have been discovered and are considered confirmed out of the billions in our galaxy alone.
What is meant by galaxy?
A large grouping of stars. Galaxies are found in a variety of sizes and shapes. Our own Milky Way galaxy is spiral in shape and contains several billion stars. Some galaxies are so distant that their light takes millions of years to reach the Earth.
What is a light year?
Light year is the distance light travels in 1 year. Light zips through interstellar space at 186,000 miles, 300,000 kilometers per second and 5.88 trillion miles, 9.46 trillion kilometers per year. In astronomy, distance is calculated in units of light years.
What is an asteroid?
A small planetary body in orbit around the Sun, larger than a meteoroid, but smaller than a planet. Most asteroids can be found in a belt between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. The orbits of some asteroids take them close to the Sun, which also takes them across the paths of the planets.
What is meant by planet?
A celestial body orbiting a star, or stellar remnant, that is massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, is not massive enough to cause thermonuclear fusion, and has cleared its neighboring region of planetesimals.
What is known as Big Bang?
The theory which suggests that the universe was formed from a single point in space during a cataclysmic explosion about 13.7 billion years ago. This is the current accepted theory for the origin of the universe, and is supported by measurements of background radiation and the observed expansion of space.
What is known as black hole?
The collapsed core of a massive star. Stars that are very massive will collapse under their own gravity when their fuel is exhausted. The collapse continues until all matter is crushed out of existence into what is known as a singularity. The gravitational pull is so strong that not even light can escape.
What is known as comet?
A gigantic ball of ice and rock that orbit the Sun in a highly eccentric orbit. Some comets have an orbit that brings them close to the Sun, where they form a long tail of gas, dust, as they are heated by the Sun's rays.
What is known as dark matter?
A term used to describe matter in the universe that cannot be seen, but can be detected by its gravitational effects on other bodies.
What is known as equinox?
The 2 points at which the Sun crosses the celestial equator in its yearly path in the sky. The equinoxes occur on or near March 21st and September 22nd. The equinoxes signal the start of the spring and autumn seasons.
What is known as galactic halo?
The name given to the spherical region surrounding the center, or nucleus of a galaxy.
What is Kelvin in astronomy?
A temperature scale used in sciences, such as astronomy, to measure extremely cold temperatures. The Kelvin temperature scale is just like the Celsius scale, except that the freezing point of water, 0 degrees Celsius, is equal to 273 Kelvin. Absolute zero, the coldest known temperature, is reached at 0 Kelvin, or minus 273.16 degrees Celsius.
What is known as supernova?
A supernova is a cataclysmic explosion caused when a star exhausts its fuel and ends its life. Supernovae are the most powerful forces in the universe. All of the heavy elements were created in supernova explosions.
Our solar system belongs to which galaxy?
Milky Way. The Milky Way is one of the billions of galaxies in the observable universe. The Milky Way is approximately 105,700 light-years in diameter. Our solar system is 26,000 light-years from the center of the galaxy. It takes 250 million years for our Sun, and the Earth with it, to make one revolution around the center of the Milky Way.
How many planets are there in our solar system?
8. The 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Which is the natural satellite of Earth?
The Moon. The Moon makes Earth a more livable planet by moderating our home planet's wobble on its axis, leading to a relatively stable climate. It also causes tides, creating a rhythm that has guided humans for thousands of years. Distance from Earth, 385,000 kilometers. Radius, about 1,080 miles.
How far is the Sun from Earth?
147.46 million kilometers.
Which planet is closest to Sun?
Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system and nearest to the Sun. It takes only 88 days for Mercury to complete one revolution around the Sun.
Which planet is closest to Earth?
Mercury, the nearest planet to the Earth is Mercury. For a long time, Venus was thought to be the closest planet to Earth. However, Venus is only the nearest planet when it falls between the Earth and the Sun during its course of revolution. When Venus is on the other side of the orbit than Earth, Mercury, for the most part, is estimated to be the nearest one. The distance between Mercury and Earth, at this time, is around 33 million miles.
Which planet is known as the Red Planet?
Mars. Mars, named after the Roman god of war, is often referred to as the Red Planet, because of the red iron oxide prevalent on its surface, giving a reddish appearance that is distinctive among the celestial bodies visible to the naked eye.
What is the diameter of Sun?
1.3927 million kilometers.
What is the diameter of Earth?
12,742 kilometers.
Which is the largest planet in our solar system?
Jupiter. Jupiter, named for the king of the ancient Roman gods, the 5th planet from the Sun, and the largest in the solar system, more than twice as massive as the other planets combined. Distance from Earth, 714 million kilometers, with a radius of about 69,911 kilometers.
How far away is space?
100 kilometers. The edge of space, or the point where we consider spacecraft and astronauts to have entered space, known as the von Karman line, is only 100 kilometers above sea level. NASA's Space Shuttle operated at 304 kilometers to 528 kilometers above sea level, depending on its mission. The International Space Station maintains an orbit approximately 400 kilometers above sea level, while the Hubble Space Telescope operates at an altitude of about 550 kilometers.
What is known as geostationary orbit?
Geostationary orbit is a circular orbit 35,785 kilometers above Earth's equator, in which a satellite's orbital period is equal to Earth's rotation period of 23 hours and 56 minutes. A spacecraft in this orbit appears to an observer on Earth to be stationary in the sky.
Coming up next in this series is quiz questions and answers on inventions and discoveries.
Thanks for viewing this video. We request you to share and subscribe, and please don't forget to click the bell button for notifications about our upcoming videos.